Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I am happy to be here with you for a few minutes, and I hope that you will enjoy some time with me. Grab a cup of whatever, relax, get your supplies out, get working on something that you want to work on. Let's just chat a little bit. I don't know exactly how this is going to go, but I thought I would take you along with me anyway. I'm trying to get braver about that when I have an idea of just turning on the camera and letting you come along with me. Anyway, I hope that you are having a fabulous day. I love you. And I hope that things are going well in your neck of the woods, wherever it may be in the world. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so I have some little bits of papers that I have torn from this book. I don't remember exactly when I picked this up, and yeah, I paid too much for it. I think I bought this like in a, when you go to a state park and things like that, and they have things that you can buy. But that's okay because I'm using it. And that's the whole point of a book. If you're not using it, what's the point of just having it sit on your shelf? That makes no sense to me. Okay, so anyway, this is the National Geographic Wildflowers of North America, a pocket guide. So I'm sure that there are different books and things that you can use. I'm just playing today with this, and I'll explain a little bit. So I decided to take a page out, and I, was careful about removing the thread, cutting the thread, and then lifting the pages out. So I didn't tear them. And then opening it up, and then, as you can see, this is kind of what I have come up with. And I don't know if this is going to work well or not, but I'll show you. This is before I decided to turn the camera on. I am making like a coin pocket, or, I decided, well, let's give it a try. We don't know if this is going to work. If it does, great. If it doesn't, well, you may never see the video. You may never see the video. So I'm not really measuring, but I am overlapping so that I can glue. This is going to be the back, okay? And this is going to be the front. And let's see, which images... You know what? I want to flip that around because I think that I like this bolder. And as we're getting, these are kind of fall colors now. And kids are in school, and, it's okay. It's okay for us to think about fallish kinds of things. So this is going to be the width of my envelope. And so I'm going to turn it up and press. I'm going to cut some of this away, and this is less than an inch, just a little bit. And then I think I'll come down to about here-ish. It's a very good word. So how are you? I hope you're having a great day. Okay, so I've got all these folds in here, and I am just going to cut away The piece with the folded line in it, I'm not cutting away from that yet. So I am just cutting off my little corners, and I'm angling just a smidgen underneath my line, just so that it will make sure that it doesn't get in the way. And I could angle this too, but I'm actually going to, well, and I can do this right now just to show you what I'm going to do. I'm just lining up my corners, and then I'm just going to kind of round that so they're both the same. So that's how I'm addressing that, okay? And then this, I'm going to take a little bit more of an angle cut, and I'm going to angle this as well, and just kind of eyeball it. If you feel more comfortable, you know, putting it down and cutting it in a different method, that's completely fine. Fine. And these are my scraps, and I'm actually not going to keep these. Okay, so this is the point where this is what we've got. Okay, excuse me while I cough and take a drink of water. It's so weird. It's like that's my that's my morning thing that I do. Okay, I like these flowers. I like them all. Now, here's the deal that I'm not sure about, because, okay, let's fold this in on itself. This will come down. So, I just want to cover part of this, but not all of it, if that makes sense. I want to keep it kind of free and easy and not too terribly complicated, because I can complicate things like nobody's business, and it just frustrates me. So we're just playing. Okay. So I picked out, I don't have the whole kit at this point because I've used some of these papers, but this is Barbara. Hi, Barbara. I use both Barbara of 49 Dragonflies. I use her kits, and I also use Roxy Creations, Rachel's kits. This is a Rachel kit, and I will put the links below. And I'll put the link to Barbara's too, because I love them both, and I use their papers all the time. And if you haven't acquainted yourself with these ladies, well, you need to. Seriously, you need to. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to just glue this up the middle there, because I don't necessarily want that to show. And I just took a page and I ripped, I tore it with my, with this ruler. I just ripped a section off, is how, okay, so, okay, and I want to do this way, so we'll just take that, and we will, instead of cutting it off, let's just fold it up, yeah? We'll give it some stability there. Okay. And I made a little mistake because this first one, before I turned the camera on, I folded it, and then I thought, I don't want it quite that wide, and so I folded it again, and that's what I'm dealing with right here. But it'll be fine. Okay, so, okay. I maybe need just a little bit more we'll just kind of, didn't quite get, well, maybe I got it okay. Well, fine. Fine, she said. All right. Okay, so now let's just add a couple more. I don't want to overdo it, but I don't necessarily want this to look like a stripe going here either. So let's see what else we've got in. And like I said, I've used a lot of these papers from the summer, so I don't have the full kit with me or printed out currently. Oh, how pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh, so pretty. Oh, so pretty. What are you up to today? What have you been working on? You know, I think for this part, let's just go ahead and bring in some real, oh, love, love, love so much. The rag paper. This is 1700s paper, and it's so cool. Okay, so I think ish, yeah, we'll just kind of go like that, or we could kind of like that. Okay, there's a method to my madness. Okay, hang with me. Stay with me, guys. I think I think we can get there. Okay. Now, obviously, you guys, the easier way to do this probably would have been to just do your folds and then open it up, and before you cut anything, you could just go to town and collage. Just keeping in mind that, you know, certain areas so that you get the look that you want. And nothing wrong with that. Oh, can I still? Yes, I can still. Let me tell you what I did. Let's go ahead and put more on this. See, and that rag paper just, wow. Because this is going to show the other way. So I actually, and I think we'll go ahead and take that up there. Okay. I think we're gonna like it. So let's go ahead and put some more on there. And I will cut this out when it's a little bit, well, excuse me, horsey, froggy throat. I don't know. I wonder if part of it is the time of year it is. I have allergies and things, and I don't know, but maybe that plays into it. Okay, so this is going to come like so, and then this will read correctly. Yeah. And let's go ahead. And let's just use some of these gorgeous papers. And I like the idea of, as we're transitioning into fall, oh goodness, guys, how did it get to be fall? Or whatever, wherever you are, you're coming into spring, maybe a little nicer weather. So I'm happy for you guys. And I do love the fall. I absolutely adore the fall. But it just seems like the time is just gone by so super fast, I guess is what I'm lamenting, if I'm lamenting anything, which I'm really not. Just not. Okay. So I want just a small piece, and we'll just kind of do a little ditty there. So hubby and I, yesterday, we decided, well, let me back up for just a sec. We were given as a Christmas gift from one of our wonderful children. We were given a gift certificate to a restaurant that's a couple of hours away in Tennessee. And we live in Arkansas. And for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And we are not natives of Arkansas. We came here after hubby retired, and it kind of in the middle of our kids where they live, so that to visit, it doesn't take 4 days one way. That was the goal, is to locate somewhere where we could do it, you know, fairly easily. Okay, so, okay, whoops. You know what, I'm just gonna cut that off. I'm just gonna cut that off. Da 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 da. And like I said, I don't know. Thank you for joining me on this experiment. It may be like total bust. And you're like, wow, Rhonda, that was a great way not to do something. And those can be good videos too, because then you could be like, oh, well, if she could, you know, and still put a smile on her face, then mine's going to look fabulous. And I would say, yeah, totally. Do it. Do it, guys. Do it, girls. Okay, so I'm thinking that we need to put butterfly on here. You think we need a butterfly? Let's see what we can do to make that happen. We'll just rip off part of this. And this is a wonderful thing with this yellow, because it can either be summer or it can be fall. Or, you know what? It can be anything you want it to be. My rules don't have to be your rules. And you know, rules are, let's see. I think I'm going to want that as maybe an accent. So we might have to wait a second for the butterfly. We might want to put just a little bit more down. And you know what? Since I have started with these, instead of trying to just go through all of my wonderful ephemera and book pages and things like that, why don't I just use this? Hello. Some of you will recall me saying some time ago that I was just a real snob for a long time about digitals. It's like, oh, that's so cheating. You know, why are they cheating using digitals? Get the real stuff. And I so love digitals. And I'm so like whatever. Use what you want. And I absolutely love using them. Okay, let's see. Do I want that? Let's see. Yeah, this really would have been easier, you guys, had I done this before, had I decorated, collaged, there's the word, collaged this before. But you learn from my mistake, and you collage yours before you cut out all these little whatevers. And then you'll have some fun little extra pieces that you can work into other things that you enjoy. But for now, okay, now I don't want to turn that over before I get too carried away there. And this time I don't think I'm going to fold it up, because I really don't need that extra bulk. So I am trimming this with my rotary cutter, and I may come over to this other side. Yes, I will. And we will just add, why not? We'll just add a little piece here, a little piece there. And we will just, I don't know what we'll do with that. But we will trim that down. Okay. And trim that. That's going to be good. Let's see. Let's stick it somewhere. Let's just stick it somewhere for now. And this is going to be really quite sturdy. Okay, so you're asking, maybe you're asking, well, what the heck do I want to do this for? And I'm going to tell you. Because it's fun. That's why. You're going to do it because it's fun to try different things. It's fun to try. I just wanted to see, well, could I take a page that has already been folded, the natural fold of the page, and can I go ahead and turn it into a coin envelope? Something. And see, this is starting to look pretty good to me. Now, I do have a couple of things here. And, and I honestly, because of what I'm doing here, I don't have to have everything covered and everything looking like, pristine and perfect. This is going to be great. I am going to trim, whoops, we got some little hanger-oners on our scissors. Number one, I'm going to trim this down just a smidgen to smooth out that little corner. Okay, that looks better to me. And I'm going to do the same over here. Okay. And, okay, I think I like that a little bit better, and I'm going to trim that to match the other side. A little bit better, okay. And the glue is going to go down here. Okay, so the inside now, this is the part where it's like, I don't know if my, what do you call these? I don't know if my this is going to work. I think because of the nature of that, I'm not even going to try. I think what I shall do, my friends, and this shows you, okay, so there is something in the center. Let's just get a pen here, and we will just, okay, this is just a lid cap, goes on my Elmer's glue stick. And then what I can do is go ahead and trim that out. But I'll have to decide if I want to do any more collaging here before. I won't cut that out just yet. Let's go ahead and finish this up on the front. Let's cut a little butterfly. Oh, so I was telling you yesterday. Sorry. Let me get back to the story. Anyway, we were given this gift certificate for a restaurant in Tennessee. And we have just, I don't know, we just haven't, we haven't taken advantage of it. And for whatever reason, yesterday morning, I just suggested, hey, shall we go to that restaurant and take a day and just kind of have a little road trip? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So that's what we did. We took a drive. Took us through a bit more of Arkansas, and then we, okay. And it was just pleasant, it was just, we had I'll just say we had such a great time when we went on our vacation not too long ago. And quite honestly, I was missing that road time with hubby. We just, I don't know. It's not like we solved all the world's problems or anything on the road trip, A lot of times it was just quiet, but it was still just really, really enjoyable. And so it was just enjoyable, just to kind of get back to it. And yeah, so we both had a really good time. I like that. I think I want something here. What I'm doing, in case you're wondering, like, well, what are you doing, Rhonda? And I'll be like, I don't know. What do you think I should do? I don't know. I don't want a straight edge on this particular one. So we'll ruffle it. And then okay. So let's glue that back down and let's see what we think. Like I said, the worst thing that can happen here is you'll never see it. You'll never see this awful thing that I created. Okay. Adding a little more texture, a little more layering. I love layering and the looks that it gives. I just think it's really fun. Okay. Now, where's our butterfly? Where's our butterfly? Oh. Now, is that going to be... I don't know. What do you think? Or we could do this. Oh, now that's kind of cool. Oh, I like that better. I like that better. Okay, change your game plan. You know, when you hit upon it, it's just like, go for it. And does that mean that every one of you said, yes, that's the place? No. Because that's not what happens a lot of times when I'm watching others' videos, people that I love and admire. There are times when they lay something down and they're like, yes. And I'm like, no. But it works for them. And then somehow, you know, when they're done and they show the whole whatever, I'm like, yeah, that was good. But then I was not necessarily on board. And a few times, you know, I just don't get on board with everything. But that's okay. This is the whole thing, my friends, of just being who we are. Okay, so I am going to draw an antenna. And I will draw antenna on both sides. And we will, let's see. So you can see the antenna. Okay. Okay, so now let's take a look and see what we need or what we don't need, or, you know, what we're going to get rid of. I'm kind of thinking that's pretty cool. I'm liking that. Isn't that fun? Yeah. I could do another, we could do like a bird here, or, and let's see on the back. What do we want to do on the back? I think I want this flap over this way. And I think, you know what? I think I don't want to do anything here. I think that's cool because I like the look. And it almost looks like a seed packet, you know? What you could do too, if you wanted, you could go ahead and cover this, you know, so that you can cover up that little tiny bit where you can see the fold was, where it was the center of the double page. But I don't think it needs it. Let's look for, I think I might look for a bird here. So let me grab out my Rachel's purdies. Her purdy birdies. And I don't necessarily think I want a yellow bird. I've got a lot of yellow going on here, so I really think I kind of want to tone it down a little bit, but not necessarily. Let's see. Those might be a little bit too big. I've got different size birds. I printed them out differently. There's that. No. Let's see. No, too close. Too close to the color. Let's see. Get in there. Get in there. Well, what about? Let's get some more. Could do this. We could do this. I think I kind of like that better than this one. but I'm not 100% sure even that we should be doing, you know, a bird, really. Huh. Let's, okay? Let's get some smaller guys. Oh, ooh. Now that looks nice. Yeah. That looks nice, and we could put a Tracy label up yonder. Oh, I like that. You know what? I like it. So I don't have to audition everything. I'm sure there are others that I would also like. And maybe there's something that I like even better. But I like this. I'm trying to teach myself, you guys, that it's okay to just make a decision. Just make a decision. That's also very okay. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Okay, now let's put a little label there and we'll see. Maybe it'll be too much. Let me grab, let's see. Now I've got a mess. Now I've got a proverbial mess on my desk. Yeah, it happens every time I start to create. The mess happens, and it's real. All right, let's see what we've got that might already be. Let's see, what does a brown look like? And I think for this part, I need to have this folded so I can really take a good look. No, it's too big. I like that. That's nice. That kind of brings out a little bit of the pink in here with a little bit of red going on, and you got this. Okay, we'll do that one. You talked me into it. Yes, you did. All right. Nice. I love that. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this off. And I'm going to make some more of these. And I hope that you will maybe look at some of your book pages in a little different way and give this a try. Okay, now it's time to look at trimming my circle here. And I don't want to have that line showing. Well, I suppose it wouldn't matter really. And so sometimes, you know, you can do without all the fancy supplies and whatnot. And that's not, you know, this isn't as perfect as it would be with the other, but that's perfectly fine. And this I am going to ink just a little bit. And I think that I will go ahead and ink this just for fun. Oh, I actually didn't need to do that because this is coming up over and that's coming down. So let's go ahead and ink around here real quickly. I don't always like to ink. I do like the look that it gives. I think the look is very nice. But I also think sometimes we have a tendency to overdo it with that look, like everything has to be inked. And I just don't think everything does have to be inked. I think it's just fine without. But I also think it's beautiful. And I am choosing to do it on this particular little project. So, okay. Okay. So this is fun, guys. Oh, did I? I never finished my story, did I? Oh my goodness. Talk about getting distracted. Okay, let me tell you. So we went to Tennessee, and we went to this restaurant that we've never been to before, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. There's a lake by, and I guess the restaurant has been in business for I don't know how many years, 1927-ish, I'm thinking. I read the history, and it's all about catfish, you know, that kind of thing. Well, truth of the matter is, I've never tried, well, that's not true. I tried catfish once in my lifetime, and I didn't like it. It tasted muddy, and I did not like it. So I'm not like, oh yeah, let me try that. Now when it comes to catfish, I love seafood. Don't get me wrong, I love seafood, but I have not allowed myself to try a catfish since my experience as a child was pretty traumatic. Okay, so we did. We went, we ate, we partook, and I had shrimp and he had chicken. And they had onion rings that were just really light and fluffy and battered beautifully, and great fries, and they had coleslaw, and you could have white beans or green beans, and they had hush puppies, and they had rolls, and this all came with your meal. So it was a lot of food. And we partook, we enjoyed moderately. And then we took a side trip home. Look at this now. That's tearing there. Okay, what do we do about that? What do we do about that? Well, I'll tell you what we do about that. We're just going to bring a little bit of our recent, from our video hack, tape, and I am just going to cover that. Why not? So this gives you guys an idea of what you can do. Okay. Nicely done. Nicely done. And if I wanted to be really careful, I could probably go ahead and do the other side too. So, all right. So, there we go. That is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys. Hubby's here. Can you say hello? Come say hi, honey.
Howdy.
People, a lot of you ask about how hubby's doing, and he's doing well. and he just brought me in a pill. So I guess I'll take some medicine now. All right, I love you guys. Have a fabulous day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye now.